This is a tutorial on how to manage your email, removing it from the mail server to your local mail, or on a Mac, it's called on my Mac. So what happens over time is your mailboxes, which are usually done with IMAP mail, so that the mail online matches, when I say mail online, your mailbox is matched across your different devices. So if you've seen something on your Mac and you've read it or you've deleted it, it'll also delete on your iPhone or any other device that you use to look at that mailbox. The other one would be PopMail, which actually downloads the mail, puts it into your onto your machine that's downloaded it, and then when you go to your phone, it'll also download it, and it takes it off the server. Most of the time, though, mail accounts are set up these days for IMAP. What happens, obviously, over time is your mailbox gets really big. One, you could go over your server hosting space, or you could just be finding it going really slow. So we need to kind of purge our mail. My best way and recommendation is to start to store locally, especially the mail you still want to keep, and then move it off the mail server and free up the space. All right, so what are we looking at? We're looking at a whole bunch of mailboxes that we have. We tend to have one one main mailbox that we'd be using, and what I tend to do is take anything over a year old, and I'll store it on my Mac over in one of these folders. So what I have is my old mail, and that's all the old inbox stuff. I tend to delete mail as I go, so I know that most of the stuff left in my inbox is stuff I'd want to keep. I've also got my old sent mail. So inside here, I've got all my old sent, and you'll see every year I go back, put in all my old sent. One of the tricks, though, is that I tend to use my mail to should I say, when somebody sends me a mail that's got an attachment that I might need to keep, I've always filed it on one of our servers, either Google Cloud or on my machine, so I don't need the attachments anymore. Anyway, so the process would be, I would look for on my Mac, it might be hidden like that so you don't see it, that you could open it up. This little guy over here is going to allow me to create a new mailbox. So let's call it Booty emailings, and let's say I wanted to save all my Booty emails into a folder, because that's what I need to do. I know they all go into this mailbox, so let's say I go there and I choose all my Booty mail that comes in. I see I've got Meta ones as well, so let's say it's from Booty. I can go and select all that mail, and I can simply just drag and drop it into into that mailbox. It would move those all right. Now it's moved them away from my mail server that will be online into the mailbox over there. All right, there we go. And my files will have moved across into my local mail. What's nice about this means that if I still do a search or want to find old mail, they will still be there. And it just doesn't take up server space. It's just now on my Mac. I also do the same thing. One more step down that. I also select all the mail that came in, and I get rid of all the attachments. I go message, remove attachments. There aren't any attachments here, so I haven't got any. But I would remove attachments. I would then also go down to, you'll notice you'll have a mailbox folder, and you'll have all your sent items, and I would move those into, again, my old mail, and I'll create another folder and put my old mail into those as well. I would also make sure that I don't have any attachments in my old saved. Again, if I'd sent a file, it would have been saved to my machine, so I wouldn't have to shouldn't have to save that mail inside my mail, because I already have the attachment somewhere, which I would have sent to the client or a person. Okay. And that is how I would manage mail, slowly bringing down the size of my mailboxes. Alrighty.